You come up to give your evaluation on Amanda's speech.
Okay. Amanda, I loved your attitude today. You started off with a great opening comment. And it was out there. Everyone thinks the phone is for their convenience, but it's for my convenience, and I love that attitude. It was very powerful to hear you talk about that. You also went into the research part of your project, which was very important. You talked about the inventors, the names, and how you had the story about how they rushed to the office to file the patents, and Alexander Graham Bell won. And I would have one suggestion. I would have liked to hear a little more about that story because it seemed like it was a fascinating story. But you were right on time, so I understand the time constraints. You also, in the research part of your speech, went into the history. How we had letters. Before that we had telegrams. How we have telephones that were stuck on the wall. And now we have cell phones. And now we have texting. You did forget to mention emails. But that's okay. You mentioned it later when you talked about the 21st century. So you reached your objective very well to research your topic. Everyone has a phone, so it was very applicable to everyone involved. You mentioned all of the dates and inventors' names, although I didn't write them down. But I loved your message. Power is in your hands. And you have to train people how to treat you, even through phones, even through texting and emails. You have to not respond if you don't want to talk to someone. They'll get the message after 2 or 3 times. If you don't get their call, they even get the message a little more clear. So it was, your speaker's purpose was crystal clear, and I wrote crystal. So I would only include one suggestion to make it more effective. That would be take a phone call. And hit the ignore button. Have someone set it up to where someone calls you during the speech and say, see, I'm ignoring the call. That would have been a little more power would have been in there with your message. But other than that, you had a great message. I loved your confidence, your facial features, your gestures were really well. I would have taken this away, but I understand that it was a research.
I didn't know what to do with my paper.
You can place it down and put it over here and glance at it occasionally. That is one of the techniques and strategies that we've used before. So thank you for your speech. Really enjoyed it.